the Associate Disaster Response Coordinator for the Minot area for the Dakotas Conference. And my wife and I live here in Minot, and we were inundated by the flood this last spring, as a lot of folks were. We lost both our house and the Faith United Methodist Church. The spring was a difficult time for everyone involved in the flood, and while we did a lot of mucking out and trying to really get our arms around what the flood meant to us, it still continues to conjure up memories of the fast-flowing river flowing at 75 miles an hour past our house and our church, and the sheer volume of water that came down the Souris River, and the damage. Some of you may know that in terms of disasters in the United States, there's Katrina, there's Hugo, and then there's the flood in Minot. Minot was the third largest catastrophe of that kind. There were over 4,000 homes that were flooded by this flood, affecting a little over 12,000 people. And of those 12,000 people who were displaced, almost all of them were taken in by families in the Minot community. It's a real testament to the community that only a little over 200 people were in the shelter. The rest of them were in people's homes. It was a wonderful statement of beginning the rebuild process. We have about 20% of our homes that haven't been mucked out, so there will be some mucking out in the spring, but primarily we're focusing on the rebuild. And in Minot, because of the oil boom and the flood, there's a shortage of housing, the same shortage that we had in the spring during the flood that kept teams coming. We've attempted to overcome. We have put together an ecumenical venture called Hope Village that will house 250 team workers and provide them both a place to stay and their meals for 20 bucks a day. That's cheap, at half the price for volunteer work, as most of you know. And we desperately need teams starting in April and running all the way through the 1st of October. And then after October, there will be some need for individual volunteers who want to do inside work during the wintertime, that want to be a part of another team. It's going to be important that we get as many teams as we can in here. We're looking for construction skills, electricians, carpenters, plumbers, or just people who know how to wield a hammer or to put up sheetrock, do subflooring, and even some to help with family cleaning up the yard. There's still lots and lots of trash in the yards at those places that were flooded. It's one thing we've not gotten around to. We're looking to do a lot of houses, and so I'm asking the folks of the Dakotas Conference to consider putting a team together to come to Minot. We would love to have you.